What's up, my friends? How you doing? We are here today to talk about a number of different things, but the main one is Magic product fatigue because things are absolutely wild now, absolutely wild. So let's grab the live. What the heck is going on with the mouse here? Let's grab the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord, and then we shall go from there. Okay, let's see here. Oh, and if you guys didn't already know, I put out a new lore video on Fantasy Geographic covering the beginning of the Tarir Dragonstorm storyline. Somebody actually asked me today about the Aether Drift story. They're like, hey, when are you going to be covering the Aether Drift story? And I said, oh, I'm not. And they asked why. And I said, because the story is awful and nonsensical. And I couldn't actually make myself read it. So there's no way I'm covering that. All right. So now we've got the live stream link shared. It's time to do some helloing. Some helloifications. All right, let's go. Hellos to Jess, Eng, Gianna, Rich, Rowdy, Fisher, Larry, Kodak, Yamagoro, Kenzuki, Cheese, Juglum, Carrot. Who else we got in here? Shorio, Millmaster, Error, Jordan, Nick, and who else? Mana, Jacob, Desolator, what's up, brother? Who else is in here? David, Joe, Engel, Foster, Must See, Zircon, Shelton, Potts, Kevin, Stranded, Hack, Bob, Some, Scott, Everyday, and Larry. I believe that is everybody I can see in the chat. So, hello to you, my friends. Hello to any assembled lurkers as well. Hope you've been having a good day. I've been running around getting some stuff done for the upcoming trip that I'm going on to America in a little over 2 weeks. It's getting really close, and I'm getting excited because the ducks are pretty much all in a row now. There's not that much that needs to be done still. Fuck Universes Beyond. Yeah, I mean, Universes Beyond has definitely muddied up Magic to a pretty high level. There's no disputing that, man. There is no disputing that. The lore is just, I mean, Nick, what's happening with Liliana after Strixhaven? Is there any lore really after March of the Machines? That's a reasonable question. That is a reasonable question. They are just doing random interspersed lore retconning of sets. Like, what's going on with Tarir feels strange. At least it's not Universes Beyond. And at least it seems coherent, so there is that. But I can't pretend like I'm super excited about the story so far, because not much has really happened, right? They really just went, so the Dragon Lords got shoved into a Dragonstorm and they're dead, and there are new dragons in charge now, along with these guild leaders kind of deal. Clan leaders. All right. And like the society has completely changed around. It's like, you guys are doing a lot of these massive societal shifts in very short periods of time that make it feel like it's been much longer. And they're just glossing over things that people are genuinely interested in, right? So it is pretty annoying. Jacob, you enjoyed the lore video I put out today? You've been rewatching the Duskmourn ones? Well, thumbs up, bro. Thumbs up. Desolator and I'm coming to Wisconsin. I'm going to South Carolina, bro. Haunted Universe Beyond Remastered is actually pretty difficult to do because they have all these different IP licensing agreements with different companies based on the products they can make, and how long they can make them for. So you'd be more likely to get a like a universe within reskin of the cards where they just make the same card but in universe, right? At a certain point, it feels like that's going to be inevitable, something along those lines, because they keep making crazy powerful cards for these universe beyond commander decks and sets, and people are going to want them, and Wizards isn't going to be able to reprint them as is when they no longer have the licensing agreement. So they're giving up a lot of their reprint equity capability if they don't do something like that, you know? Grande, Lord of the Rings got you into Magic? Well, I mean, some of the Universe Beyond stuff is definitely pulling people in. It's not long term, though. That's the biggest problem. Wizards is going for a Johnny-come-lately approach and not really caring about longevity anymore. It's all super short term. Even the sets that they're making in Universe mostly are just meme sets. You know what I mean? So it's an unfortunate reality. So yeah, they're definitely power creeping Magic, and they are doing things at a startling pace. It feels like it's been roughly about a week where they have slammed us with a whole bunch of check it out, you can pre-order this, check it out, you can pre-order this. So they went, oh, here's Final Fantasy. Okay, what did they do? What was it again? Do I even still have it up here? Because I was looking over things. What was it? So yeah, we got Tarir Dragonstorm, Final Fantasy, Edge of Eternities, and Spider-Man. All are available for pre-order. They're all available for pre-order right now on Amazon. So we're looking at pre-orders for sets all the way out until September, and it's just so much. Don't forget that there's the Winter Super Drop as well, and that Secret Lair Super Drop seems to be languishing pretty badly. I was looking over what was going on with it. They still have a bunch of the Miku layers, and at first the Miku layers were doing gangbusters. They were flying out the door, and now, I mean, after this is the fourth one, and let's be real, some of the artwork, I mean, I was looking at the one piece of artwork, and they gave Miku what almost looks like a pig nose, bro. And I was like, do they not have any style designs for this? Like a style guide, you know? Jordan Holland Super Chat says, spin me. Thoughts on Tarir lore before I watch the video. Okay, so here are my thoughts on Tarir lore so far. We don't have any loot, so loot isn't showing up, which, I mean, he may show up. But the first installment, actually, while it wasn't like super zazzle, wow, I'm super hyped about it, I wasn't groaning over it like I was with Aether Drift, where they're talking about Chandra dealing with the paparazzi and her dad getting traffic tickets. So it feels like we're going to stay within the confines of what feels like a genuine, like, in-universe Magic the Gathering set. There are a bunch of people who will accept any kind of slop and just go, it's Magic and it's a multiverse, anything can be in it. And it's like, well, Wizards apparently agrees with you now, but just so you know, that's not how it worked for the first 2.5 decades of the game. So it's totally reasonable for people to be like, hey, these don't fit in the Magic multiverse. Yeah, it can be anything. If they make a Magic trash can and they go, I'm Trashy the trash can, he's made by Magic, it totally fits. It's like, have fun with that. All right. You can play that with I guess you can put that in your Dora the Explorer backpack deck, right? Whatever makes you happy, kid. So, Jordan, let's go for a spin because we got the wheel here, bro. David, yes, loot is absolutely forced on us. Oh, Juggins. Okay. All right. We're gonna do a bit of jug hunting here. So, it's been a while since we've done Force of Will for some jug action. So let's go. There we go. Ness, what's the point of bringing that up, though? Just so you know, they had Magic Arabian Nights as the first expansion they ever made. Oh, okay. that all my complaints are invalidated. And you're absolutely right. Everything fits. Cloud fits into Magic the Gathering. Cars full of gasoline, magic, whatever. It all fits. I didn't realize because Arabian Nights existed that all of these complaints are invalid. So thanks for pointing that out. Totally a useful addition to the conversation. All right, let's go. Looking for some jugs. Make hobby, all you care about is your weekly commander games? Well, then you're going to be largely unaffected by this, right? Did Loot manage to escape Valgavoth and Winter? Yeah, Valgavoth gave Loot to Winter to slap onto his car, and then Loot got loose and hung out in Chandra's shirt or whatever, I guess. Whatever. All right, we got a mouse. We got a dude. We got a dude without a shirt. We're looking for jugs. This is not what we're here for. Oh, there you go. There you go. She may be tiny in the art, but they're big. So that's a win. Then we got a scorpion. Then we got... She's got some jugs under that sheet. You can't hide them under a sheet from me, honey. And then... She's hiding them behind the magic. I'm going to put that in that category. Oh, here we go. We got us a Valkyrie, a fallen angel of madness. More jugs. And, oh, there we go. They're the big ones, boys. That's what we're looking for. That's the goodness. And then a sky dolphin with a building on the back. All right, then. All right. That's pretty goofy. That's pretty goofy. All right. Well, get rid of that and put that there. That's a successful hunt. That is a successful hunt. All right. Loot Bolus Rider. Yeah, you know, they might have Loot show up in the next part of the story, right? There's 6 more installments. There's 6 more installments of the story coming. And they have pushed Loot very hard. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just went, well, now that we've covered the preamble about how the Dragon Lords are gone, let's dive in. So anyways, Elspeth and Loot are now best friends because Elspeth shows up in the story, right? Basically, it's a bunch of background information to start with. And then it goes, okay, so Elspeth's here. All right, Narset and Elspeth are going to run off and do something together. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with the story from here on in. Skimbles, you don't like the visual change to Tarir? It does definitely feel different. The, who is it? The Abzan, who have the faces in their chest armor? There's a lot of stylistic changes overall, and it makes me wonder what they're trying to emulate with it, because they don't seem to be creating much that's new of their own anymore, and it's all just, let's see what's popular and what we can apply as a paint job over what we're doing, right? What up, Galindo? How's it going, Burn? Any Lorwyn lore story yet? No. They shoved Lorwyn back by an entire year, man. So we're going to get the Lorwyn story in 2026. This Khans of Tarkir is the last actual fantasy style set that we're going to have that has story this year. Edge of Eternities will have its own story, which will probably be like, so the magical spaceship flies to the magical space dock, and then they open the magical airlock, and they deal with the magical space traders, and then magical aliens shoot their magical guns. And it's like, why do you keep saying magic? And it's like, because if we don't, you're not going to be able to tell any of this is magic. Can't you tell this is science fantasy and not fiction? Why? Because all the technology, even though it looks exactly like outer space stuff, is magic-based. And apparently that is enough for people. I have seen a bunch of people defending what Wizards is doing, going, it's a multiverse, stupid. Anything can be in it. All right, then. Have fun. You know? It's all right. That's your viewpoint. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Every day, yep, we're talking about Tarkir, buddy. Hey, Fisher Super Chat says, spin it for the Jess guy. Narset and wheels go hand in hand. The wheels on the bus drive all around town. Magic's down with that clown. Let's go. Let's go. Also, you have just Prices Righted You have just Prices Righted them off the board. Oh, and you've landed on what you token. So close to insult. But instead, we got what you token. So let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I find it harder to get genuinely aggravated by people who are just like, a multiverse could have anything. Okay, cool. Knock yourself out. You're wrong, but I'm not going to get worked up about it. Do you, bro? Have fun with that. All right, where are the tokens? Where is that box? I should have had it more... Oh, there it is. Okay. I always end up forgetting something when it comes to what we're doing here. Burn, you think Edge of Eternity is his wizard trying to get close to Star Wars without getting sued? How do you know we're not going to have Star Wars crossovers? How do you know there's not going to be a Star Wars secret layer? I mean, they literally have deals for Marvel already. They clearly have a relationship with Disney and using their properties. So, I mean, I feel like it's going to be a whole bunch of random space tropes. And remember this? You guys know this? Like lazy references. Like it's Aether Drift in space. That's what I predict Edge of Eternities to be. All right, so let's switch up the camera. Bo Falcon, what's up, man? You created a character on D4 and called her Narset? Right on. All right, what are we going to do here? We need a card. All right, and we are going with Fisher. Barrel, oh, it's not even going to fit. Whatever, I'll write down here. Fisher Barrel Monkey. Creature type, let's go. We're gonna troglodyte. All right. Fisher. Boop, boop. Wah. A little frowny face. All right. And one extremely long arm. Hucking barrels, bro. Hucking barrels. Whip, 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 whip. And then over here, that's Eepy. Getting a barrel to the face. And they're super stoked about it. And also a Cyclops. All right? So, tap to make one barrel sad. See, if you don't know that Fisher is a barrel flinger as a profession, you might not even recognize how awesome this is. All right? So, well, you know what? We're going to go 1-3. Just give you... You know why it's 3 toughness? Because you can take a barrel to the face and it just messed up your nose and that's it. So, there you go. You get to whip barrels like the... like you're attacking Jumpman. Take that, Jumpman! All right. Synthetic Evil. Why is the Lorwyn set going to be so expensive? It's your favorite block and you probably won't be able to get a collector booster box. Well, the answer to that is Wizards of the Coast wants money. They're just ratcheting up the prices. Like I was actually looking at the pre-order prices and you go, okay, so Magic Edge of Eternities and Tarir are both more expensive than Aether Drift was. Not by much, but by some. Well, it depends, actually. If you go, it's saying the list price for a Magic Aether Drift box is $132, basically, right? And it's saying that a box of Tarir is $164. And when you look at the bundles, there's less of a shift. It's like the bundles are an extra $5, but they're inching the price up on all of it. And this stuff is sandwiched in between the considerably more expensive Universe Beyond stuff. And it's interesting to note that Final Fantasy Play Booster Box is listed at $199.99, and Spider-Man is listed at $209.99. So $10 more. They're up in the prices even on the actual Play Boosters as they go through with the Universe Beyond stuff, which is wild. Must See TV Super Chat says, hey buddy, can't wait for Wednesday. Hell yeah, Wednesday action. Oh, Nurgle the Plague God. All right, bro. You are Lord of the Board, and we're going to spin the wheel for you, big boy. Let's do it. Let's do it. David, best proxy sites? Well, for me, I use Talarian Library. That's who's I'm getting my proxies from now. I've actually got a new batch of proxies for the next sponsored spot. So in 2 videos this month, I will show off some of the new proxies that they have sent out. They are nice, high quality black core proxies that lay nice and flat, and you can even get them in like the raised special Bloomborough stuff, and you can get them with the crazy, what are they called? High rise for Capenna with the crazy Art Deco on the side. So yeah, and we've got a code too. If you use the promotional code My Bones Hurt, you get 20% off as well. So I have their proxies in my cube already, and I'll probably end up using some of the raised ones to spice up my Bloomborough commanders, because I've got some of those. All right, must see. Let's go, buddy. Wait. Oh, must see. The mystery. Okay. Wow. What do we got? Where's the mystery stack? Oh, there's still one of these left. This must be the last one. This must be the final one right here. Because I didn't even realize there was still Austin Powers packs kicking around in the randos. This is it. This is it. Burn, you'll say as a store, Aether Drift bundles and Tarkir bundles are listed as the same. I'm just going off of Wizards' official store on Amazon, right? That's it. I'm not saying what's going on with the stores because I can't see that stuff, right? But on the Amazon pre-orders, they're literally charging more for particular things. I don't know, like, exactly what they're using to determine these prices other than let's see what we can get. Because, yeah, if you go and look for yourself, go check it out. Go check it out. All right. All right. That's right. We're looking for Jerry Springer. Thanks for the reminder, Millmaster. I forgot about that. When we open these packs, if you get Jerry Springered, you are shamed. You are shamed. Okay? So, we got Roadkill, Basil Exposition, Belgian Dip, Felicity Shagwell. You know, most of the time, most of the pictures I've seen of Heather Graham, she looks better than in this one. I mean, she still looks good. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. Pit of Liquid Hot Magma. You are hairy like animal. Hey, that's Sally from Third Rock from the Sun. Dance of the Randy Minx. Oh yeah, he puts his hands up like this. This movie's so goofy, but it's fun. Rabbi Shklotsky. He's an evil mole. Wait, who is that? That's not Harold Ramis, right? Kind of looks like him. We got Hop on the Good Foot and Do the Bad Thing. We got, ew. So gross, man. So gross. Fat bastard is disgusting. Oh, frisky, are we? And then we got Move Over Rover, This Chick is Taken Over. Which one's the rare? Where's the rare? Oh, here's the rare. Okay. There we go. She's the rare. All right. Hey, Christ Super Chat says, Secret Lair Perp featuring cranky old wizards. Well, I mean, you can't deny the truth. You can't deny the truth. I am a cranky old wizard. What are you going to do? My bones hurt. My bones hurt. Heather Graham's one of those actresses who's gorgeous no matter how old she gets. Oh, you know who has held up really well? What is her name? Jennifer Connelly. She was in Battle Angel Alita. Looks amazing. She is just incredibly beautiful. Did I ever watch The Love Guru? Yeah, we saw it. We saw that one a while back. Hold on. Let's just see here. Bum, 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 bum. Jay, you want to know what site it is? Just go to this is my most recent video with the sponsorship on it. So if you go there and take a look in the description or at the top pinned post, you can find a link to go and check it out. It's probably easier that way. David, what am I drinking? I got root beer. I got me some root beer. Bees, Jennifer Connelly is a vampire, you swear, and you're here for it? She is quite the looker, man. She a good looking lady. Brand root beer? Barks. Barks root beer. It's my favorite because it has a little dash of caffeine in it. No other root beer does. All the other root beers caffeine free. Jordan, I don't think I know who Catherine McPhee is. Fisher, you got the Austin Powers theme playing in your head? Well, I mean, it gets caught. It gets caught in there, right? Didn't they use the same music for My Definition? Who sings that? My definition is this. What are the lyrics of that song again? Scorpion on CBS. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. But you know what? Getting Austin Powers for must-see feels appropriate, considering he likes a bunch of old school TV movies, all that stuff, although it goes back further than that Captain Caveman level, right? Matthew, is there going to be enough Final Fantasy for whoever wants it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not worried. You're saying specifically you're not worried about getting the collector commander decks. You're not worried about getting the collector booster packs. Yeah, absolutely. Lord of the Rings, you can still get the commander decks now. They want to get their money out of this licensing. They don't want to leave any money on the table. So they will produce a bunch of this stuff, right? There may be a gap where you're not able to get it for a bit, but ultimately it should all be readily available. These are standard releases too. So their plan is to try and revitalize standard. That's not really going to work too well if the sets aren't actually available, you know? Ever try Flying Cauldron? Oh no, Smash, I don't drink alcohol. I have zero interest in it. It's not for me, you know? Some people like it, some people don't, and for me, being drunk isn't fun. I don't enjoy it. So, I don't drink, bro. Why do people prefer collector boosters? The foils are messed up anyways. The foils are messed up. That's true. That's true. But people want collector boosters because they're all Zazzle, you know? If you open a regular magic pack, a lot of the commons and uncommons are trash. If you've watched anybody open a ton of packs, they'll just look at the top couple cards. I'm the same way. Once a set's been out for a bit, it's just like, we don't really need to look through the commons and uncommons of an Aether Drift pact or whatever. It's just, okay, what rare, what foil, let's move on, right? So a collector booster is all the cards that you would look at. It's foils and rares. So it's that simple. Also, Wizards puts things you can only get in there. Non-alcoholic. Why would I drink non-alcoholic beer? The same way that I would, hey man, do you want THC free reefer? What? Yeah, you can just smoke it and you don't get high. Why would I want that? What would be the point of that? Hey man, you want to eat this food that has no caloric content and doesn't give you anything? Nope. You want to read a book just full of empty pages? Nope. You know what I mean? That's even worse. Beer tastes like crap. The only reason to drink it is because there's booze in it. If there's no booze, what's even the point? Ness is probably right about the stuff will eventually show up at Costco. Most likely. Not guaranteed, but most likely. It's like root beer but with butterscotch. Oh, so it's not like beer at all then. It's just root beer with butterscotch added to it. That's what you're saying. Well, that doesn't sound terrible. Decaf coffee. Yeah, coffee tastes gross. Why would you even want to drink it if you weren't getting the caffeine? I don't understand. I don't understand. Dream Warriors, that's it. That's it every day. You're right. It is the Dream Warriors. My definition of a... Is it my definition of a boombastic? You know what? I got to search it up now. I got to search it up. That's my definition. Yeah, my definition of a boombastic jazz style. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Devin, you're right, man. Games like Flesh and Blood, Lorcana, they do a better job. Virtually every other game does a better job with their foils than Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast, it almost feels like they have disdain for their customers. And the cards they produce are so poor quality now that you will buy stuff new in pack, open it up, and it's not near mint. And game stores have literally just changed their definition of near mint. Near mint used to mean near mint. Now they're like, there can be damage to the card. It still counts as near mint. And you're just like, wait, what? Why? Because we open all these boosters and they're damaged. So we're not going to go. If it came out of a pack, we're selling it to you as near mint. That's it. Choke on it. You know? It's not great. It's not great. Dark Fur, what needs to be on t-shirts? Every day, no problem, buddy. Flashback action, bro. David, I feel you on missing the blocks when we actually got stories fully developed. Like, I'm happy the story that they've started with Tarir feels like a normal Magic set that I used to, like, engage with. But it also feels kind of hollow. Right? Admittedly, they're not worrying as much about world building and telling a story as I would like overall. And they got other crap crammed into the story where you're just like, okay, this guy is worried that he might have misgendered Elspeth. All right then. Oh, and Narset's having a panic attack now, and she calms herself down by presuming people's genders. Okay. Like, I'm glad that you dedicated multiple parts of this story to covering these excellent world-building moments that really matter. It really adds a lot to the story, I find, that you spent the time on this, right? It's excellent additions that really help to drive home how much they're focused on telling us a good story, and not that they have underlying nonsense that they feel they need to shove into the story. Just, what? Narset's having a panic attack. I told Carly about that, and she started laughing. And I'm like, but don't worry. She calmed herself down by presuming what people's genders were. It's like, what the fuck is this, bro? You barely have that much real estate in the stories to begin with. Can you focus on telling the story? And they're like, we also got an agenda. We're not pushing it as hard, but we've got to slide it in there. It's got to be in there because it's definitely important, and it adds to the story and the world building. And obviously, I'll put it to you this way. There's so much fluff in the story that Wizards of the Coast takes 27 minutes to read their story out to you. I tell you all the salient information in about 5 minutes. So there's also the fact that if you guys didn't know this, Wizards accidentally left Abzan out of the first installment of the story. You know? They literally left Abzan out. So they had to go back and add it in later. So if you go and read the story now, there'll be a paragraph about the Abzan and what's happened with them in there. But it wasn't in what they released earlier. And if you listen to the audiobook version that they've released of their written story, it will not talk about the Abzan. It's not in there. So it's pretty sloppy what they're doing. It's pretty sloppy. And I find that to be a little bit aggravating. You know, I would like to sink myself into the story. And I will say, again, much better than Aether Drift, but terrible. Eat me, you're late. Well, guess what? You deserve that barrel to the face that Fisher was throwing at you earlier. And you don't know what I'm talking about. And you don't deserve to now, because you weren't here. Bo Falcon. Oh yeah, perilous snares. Anti-loot. Anti-loot. If you guys didn't know, if you don't know what he's talking about, I hate loot. And I am collecting sad loots that have been imprisoned because that's the best. So a loot binder full of sad loots is the way to go. Bam. Right there. Right there. Dark fur. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? Those are ridiculous statements, and it would make for a funny t-shirt. Carrot. Oh, the Abzan were absent. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Vassal, yes. I know I say absurd things. I know I say ridiculous over-the-top things. But Narset does have a panic attack, and so she does what is recommended when you have a panic attack. Focus on your environment and stuff. So it's not just presuming people's gender. She does other things as well. But literally the phrase presuming people's genders does appear in the list of things she calms herself down from having a panic attack over. So it's pretty laughable to me, right? There are some people who will applaud that. And fine, if it's something that matters to you, cool. I can't take it seriously because it's absurd. It's silly, absurd nonsense that is very much an online phenomena, and people in real life aren't really worked up or caught up in this kind of stuff. And it's a hilariously terminally online variation of existence. So when I read it, I was just like, okay. There's actually a couple different things that tie into it. I'm not listing all the different incidents of it, but it's multiple times in the story it comes up. And then at the end when Elspeth shows up, there's a lady here with angel wings, and at least I think she's a lady. He gets cut off before he can talk about how he doesn't know her pronouns. And it's like, it's so stupid. It's such stupid details. We barely get that many words in the story, and there's going to be multiple sentences dedicated to it. It feels like there's about as much time spent on that stuff as there is talking about the Dragon Lords. You know the Dragon Lords? Like one of the biggest defining influences on Tarir? Well, they're not as important as Zim Zip Zoo or whatever you want to do. It's so goofy. It's so goofy. Magic in the current era is... Oh. I just laughed about it, man. Some people get really angry about it. I can't get angry about it. I have to laugh because it's silly. And I mean, I laugh at the people who get worked up about it too. Like on both sides. The people who get worked up like it's the worst thing ever. I'm like, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just a waste of time. And the people who act like the people who get worked up about are the worst thing ever, they're not. But I mean, that's fun. You want to have like an online villain you need to rail against? Oh, yeah, it's woke. Oh, you're saying it's woke. And it's like, you kids, have fun. You need something to do. It probably distracts you from your mortality and the other stuff in your life. So fill your boots. Fill them up. Fill them up. David, you love how consistent my intros are to my Mega Magic News. The tone and cadence are so on point every time. Hell yeah, man! Consistency! I don't give a shit if people think I'm promoting loot. As long as I get to see sad loot suffering in cages, I'm winning, bro. I'm winning, alright? There he is right there. Caged loot, bro. I don't care. I don't care if that makes people want other things, whatever. I'm not here to try and stop people from having what they want. Never was. Vassal, yeah, you definitely gotta be careful. Google don't like you saying stuff like that, man. Burn, yeah, it's simple. Honestly, I find that people just mostly treat each other with respect in person, and nobody's being a knob about it in person on either side of the fence, really. It's all online where people just go so over the top and they're so exhausted because they get into these online battles and they spend all their energy trying to convince people, and then they get burnt out on it and they just label somebody else as, you're a villain who believes all this that other people have said. And it's like, I don't. It's like, okay, all right. Have fun. Whatever. I can't even bother engaging with this. But in person, people don't act like that. It's really a terminally online thing. So people love to bitch online. Look at me. I'm bitching about Magic. So if whatever makes people happy, we're all on a fucking unending march to the grave. You may as well have a good fucking time. So if you like the fucking shit, cool. If you don't like the shit, cool. Whatever you want to do, have fun with it. Fisher says, so Narset calms themselves thinking about what's in people's pants. Another reason to love her. All right, let's go. Let's go. Bump, 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 bump. Wait. Oh, all right. What you token again? Again. All right. So, Burn, where are the videos of me kissing Loot? This is a kissing booth. You got to pay to see that. Give me some money. You want to see me kiss Loot? Hand over that cashola. Put that money in my hand. That's not the sound of one hand clapping. That's the sound of one hand grasping for that cash. Or the sound of somebody lightly tugging it. All right. Kumar, if spite and pessimism make you happy, then do it. Do it. It's all good. Oh, we've got a gold bordered one. Burn, you heard I was kissing Loot last weekend at the game store. You heard rumors. Yeah, you heard correctly. You heard correctly. If you want to see it, you gots to pay. I got it on tap. I can show you like that. Oh. My ear's still not up. Great. Okay, so we're doing another token. Now we got a Narset Fancier. Okay, that's the type of token you are. Narset Fancier. All right, and this is Fisher, who is now dreaming about Narset, who's sad and freaking out. And Narset's dreaming about what's in people's pants. All right? So, tap. Have weird fantasy. And then we're going to go, 6-9. Oh, Fisher, you dirty fuck. No, that's it. That's good. That's good. We did it. We did it. All right, and Millmaster, how'd you do that? How did you get that in a blue box? That should be in a yellow box. This is so confusing. If you look at the earlier super chat for $9.99, it was in a yellow box. What's going on here? What's going on here? All right, pump. Wait. Oh, Millmaster, you get to choose, bro. You get to choose. So what's it going to be? Jug Hunt, Magic the Gathering, Insult, What You Token, or Mystery Booster? Mystery Booster. What up, Lasagna? Vassal, this is why you tune in? Yeah, because we're here to have a good time. We're here to have a good time. Oh, man. Austin Power cards straight into the trash. I keep cards from some games, but Austin Powers ain't one of them. I still have some Austin Power starter decks, though. I knew I had those. But there's no more. I got two of them. Yeah, I got two. I got two of them. I should take these with me when I go to the States. Look, you want to learn some, you want to have some real fine luxury cardboard rectangles? Right here, bro. I'm trying to I'm trying to palm them, but they're not sticking right. I don't have the right kind of sweaty palms. Millmaster has chosen magic. Let's do it. All right. What do we got here? We got Duskmourn. Let's go. Let's go into the house of horror. Bump, 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 bump. Zon, you haven't played Magic in a year. Doing better since you're not paying hundreds on fine luxury cardboard rectangles. Hey, as long as you're happy, that's what matters. I am still having fun playing Magic. Once I stop having fun, I'm done. That's the easiest indicator for me. All right, we got a Glimmer. We got a Bunny Glimmer. We got a foil jump scare. Hey, look at me. I'm coming down from the ceiling. I'm a goofbag. We got a raucous carnival. Whoop-de-doo. We got an entity tracker. Look at, I got my Ghostbuster gear. And what the hell is this? Is this a shish kebab? Oh, no, it's a cell phone. Oh, got an 80s cell phone. And techno glasses. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. A blue and 2/2/3 flash. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, draw a card. Like, forget drawing a card off of the room thing. Just the enchantment side of it. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Which makes it even more annoying. Because I hate seeing all this goofy stuff on the board, bro. I hate it. It just feels so off, you know? Then we got Zamone all questioning. I'll be questioning what the hell's even going on with this artwork. Here, Magic Artist, can you please paint Zamone and then just smear some purple crap on her face? What the hell even is this? What does this card do again? A blue, green, and 1/1. At the beginning of your end step, if a land entered the battlefield under your control this turn, and you control a prime number of lands, create Primo the Indivisible, a legendary 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Then put that many +1/+1 counters on it. And then they show you what prime numbers are. Oh, behold the power of math. I'm going to fight you with math. That was like one of the dumb lines in the Duskmourn story. That part was stupid. Where she all of a sudden started using a Ghostbuster box to do fractal magic. What happened? What the hell happened? Pyroclasm? That's actually pretty sweet, man. These guys are getting wrecked. It's a bunch of those little... Oh, it's a bunch of those skull crabs. I love the skull crabs artwork, man. Sporogenic infection? That's wild. What a terrible way to go. Seeing these mushrooms just sprouting up off your body all over the place, covering your hands, popping out of your eyes. Absolutely insane. Intruding Soul Rager. The glitch ghosts are actually a really crazy design that I quite like. They've just got this otherworldly feel to them, you know? Twist reality. This is where a DNA helix turns into a weird brown jizzle guy. Say its name. This is, you know, say the name of my dong. Final Vengeance. Then we got Meatlock. This was gross. In the Omniscience event. This was a really gross enchantment because you could draw so many cards with it. It was so gross. Emerge from the cocoon. I have been remade in Valgavoth's image. A dog with a techno belt. And then a bedhead monster where he's got Christmas lights on him. Merry Christmas! Because this stuff was actually supposed to come out around Christmas time, apparently. They literally have like a... They literally have like a Christmas-themed beastie in Arena for it. I mean, at least there was 2 rares in the back. 2 rares and 2 foils. Meh. Meh. You hate the fact that it has every prime number you could have in a commander deck in her reminder text. Well, when they're making complex cards, they've got to try and diminish the complexity a little bit by having the information on the card, right? Like, they keep making crazier and crazier card designs that are just harder to parse out. So the more information they can provide, the better, honestly. But I don't know. The whole Zimone thing. The fact that they made Zimone, like, she's the face of the whole set and everything. You're just like, why? Because we had Strixhaven artwork sitting around, dickhead. That's why. They're like, check it out. Here's ghosts from her school, and she's really upset by it. It's like, you know she's not here. You're not an idiot. That ghost has been manifested by the house. No, it must be her. How did you get here? Shut up. You're not an idiot. They've never portrayed you as a moron. What is this? Thompson, how was my day? My day is pretty good, honestly. Pretty good. Slush art cards are terrible. Once upon a time, they actually took care to make sure that the slush art they were using fit the world. And now, slush art is the justification for sets. Why is the death race in Aether Drift happening across the 3 planes they are? Because they had slush art for it they could paint roads into. That's it. Corporate mandate. And the reason for that is the opportunity to use slush art is diminishing incredibly. The more Universe Beyond sets you create, can't use slush art for that. They don't have any slush art they can use for the Spider-Man set, right? They don't have fire hydrants and other things kicking around and going, there you go, there's the fire hydrant the Spider-Man pees on like a dog, right? There's Dogger Spider-Man, isn't there, or something? So, man, here you go, fire hydrant. They don't have slush art they can go into Final Fantasy, so they've got to blow it all out the pipes, which is why Aether Drift had to use slush art from Muragonda, it had to use slush art from Amonkhet, and it had to use slush art from, what's the other one? What is it again? Amonkhet, Kaladesh, there it is. And Muragonda, even though they don't actually have a real Muragonda world, they're like, just take random big monsters that are in natural settings and say that's Muragonda. Also, we'll draw a car made out of slime. Okay. Just take a forest artwork and paint a road on it and put a slime card on there. Oh, okay. Great. Like, put a road in front of it. Put a road behind it. Roads are the new hats, guys. Right? Pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing. Not cohesive at all. Unfinity slush art for Edge of Eternities? Yeah, there's some Unfinity slush art in Aether Drift. What do you think the dog is? The big dog walking with that lady. It probably didn't even have a saddle on it originally. There's like, paint a saddle on the dog and we can say whatever. Nothing needs to make sense anymore. It doesn't need to be coherent. We just need to get their money. It doesn't matter how garbagey the product we're making is. So yeah, it's pretty disheartening. It's pretty disheartening, the choices that they've made with all this crap. The written story for Aether Drift is so nightmarish that I'm like, I can't even bother with this. I can't force myself to read this garbage. Once you start talking about people getting traffic tickets and being afraid of the paparazzi, it's like, this is Magic the Gathering. Yeah, she might have fought Eldrazi and stuff, but she's afraid of the paparazzi asking her questions. I'm going to put this on my blog, Chandra. I got you in a gotcha moment. Okay. All right, then. Does anybody think this is cool? Well, anybody with, you know, an IQ over 7, right? Just terrible. Just terrible. So yeah, they're just using a bunch of slush art, getting it out there, because obviously the plan is to keep ramping up the Universes Beyond stuff. Who cares? Oh, it costs a bunch to license? That's okay. We'll just charge you more as the customer. So that's fine. We'll still make the same product. You can just pay $12 a booster for regular boosters. What? Yeah, we got it. We got to get the money for Hasbro. Can you fix the card quality? Hell no. Screw you. $12 a pack, chipped around the edges, bending, curling nonsense, poorly printed roller line covered garbage. It's like, come on, man. Come on. You guys are straight up ripping us off at this point. You know? It's pretty rough. But hey, you can go out right now and pre-order Spider-Man, Edge of Eternities, Final Fantasy, all of it. All of it. That's it, Ness. Get that growth. Appease the stockholders. Make it happen. Make it happen. The illusion of actual growth when the game is totally being fucking hollowed out from the inside, bro. Yamagoro, you want a few boosters of Aether Drift so you can pull the 5 cards you didn't get in your pre-release kit. Why wouldn't you just buy the singles individually, dude? You know? Jess, it'd probably be easier to accept if that's what was going on. If Wizards of the Coast was just doing this to troll me, just like, they're just screwing with me, I could accept that more easily as a reason for all the insane choices they've been making. Then it's brain damaged. What they've been doing is insane. It's just insane. Ever spiraling prices. The quality is just not there on any level. It sucks, man. It sucks. Gerthulu Tarkir is going to do okay. It's going to do okay. I doubt it's going to do gangbusters, but I also don't believe that it's going to flop like Aether Drift. Like, Aether Drift is just another drain on stores' resources. I feel bad for the LGSs, where Wizards keeps making this dog shit, and LGSs get stuck with the product just rotting on the shelves, not able to sell it, you know? Just sits there until they got to discount it to recoup some of their money. Woo, I'm behind on another Wizards product. It's just, the pace they put stuff out is untenable. The price is untenable. The quality is untenable. It's all untenable. Same old slop, brand new price. So yeah, Tarkir is the last one we're going to get this year that feels like a Magic set. Edge of Eternities is going to be some dumb space nonsense with a poorly written story that won't resonate with people, you know? Do I think Final Fantasy is going to be as big as Lord of the Rings? I don't know if it's going to be as big as Lord of the Rings, but it is going to be big. Final Fantasy is very likely going to be the biggest of the year. That's what I feel like is going to be the case. That's what I think. Avatar is going to be the least exciting of the Universe Beyond to Wizards in terms of how much money they make off of it, right? But ultimately, all these Universe Beyond sets are going to sell better than their in-universe sets, because I don't know when they made the decision, but they're like, let's go memeing, let's go lowest common denominator, let's just pick references of things that people know. Not homage style, let's directly do the thing. And that makes it hollow and shabby, and it's very evident, right? It's very obvious with, like, Aether Drift. Check it out, we even made the blue turtle from Mario. Isn't that cool? You should be excited about that. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, then. Check out the Mad Max cars. We got, like, 8 Mad Max cars, and they're from a world that has gasoline. What? Yeah, the actual gas wars. Oh. Well, I thought this was Magic. It is, but shut up. Everything's like concrete asphalt roads and cars and stuff. And sure, they could just be like real world vehicles, but didn't you notice the color glowing off them? That's Magic. Magic can be anything. And there are mouth breathers who actually hold that position. It's Magic, so the multiverse can have anything in it, man. I don't even know what your problem is. Well, I wish I was slack-jawed and dumb as you, so I could just eat any garbage. Like, I wish I too could have wizard shit directly in my mouth and be happy about it. I don't know how you're fucking chewing it down, but you're like, makes sense to me. This is awesome. It's a game. It can be anything. You forget this is a game? It's a game. And it's got magic. Magic can be anything. Like Oscar the Grouch can show up, and he got here through an omen path in a magic trash can. Because why not? Because why not? Oh, God. So, yeah. Next up, we're just going to outer space, which is so dumb. It's so dumb. We know the planes are all surrounded by the blind eternities, and there's not really like space per se. There's moons, and like there's a little bit of space around some of the planes, but really there's no space. There's just the blind eternities. But also, you guys didn't know this, but all along there's actually been an entire outer space over here on like the edge of the blind eternities. Wow, cool. Yeah, bro, and there's all these planets and black holes and space stations and stuff. What? Yeah, you didn't even know, bro. But guess what? There's space stations. Really? Yeah, like, you know Deep Space Nine? Deep Space Nine is there, bro. And Babylon 5's there. And Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek and Star Wars. All that stuff is in this outer space pocket that's over here on this blind outside or kind of inside the blind eternities. Get excited. It's gonna be awesome. Set your phasers to stunned. Ho ho, because you'll be stunned by this out of this world magic offering we have for you guys. No, Master, the burden of the intelligent is not to battle with lowbrows. It's to constantly be undermined by middlings. It's ridiculous. But, I mean, at least some people are enjoying this stuff, because I'm not just going to assume all the people saying that they enjoy this are bots. There are people who are excited about this stuff. So have fun with it. They've already created it. Wizards decided they're going to go this meme, lazy garbage route for a while, and it takes a long time to course correct. So they've already come out and go, yeah, we knew we screwed up with Thunder Junction and Markov Manor and stuff, but it takes us like 2 years to design the sets. So all of 2025 is still going to be garbage, guys. Great. Great. Kumar, I already said that. I already said there's a little bit of space around some of the planes, but that's it. Well, they have a night sky with stars. Yeah, there's not a big fucking open expanse you can explore. These planes are enclosed by the blind eternities. That's the entire point. That's the entire point. It's not like there's fucking space that connects them to each other. You can't just go up into the fucking sky and then travel to another fucking world. It doesn't work that way. If it did, they wouldn't even need fucking Omen Pass. There'd be other ways to get there. You have to travel through the blind eternities. So space didn't really exist in any real form, aside from the littlest bit to be like, there's a moon there. All of outer space exists, and it makes sense now. Nope. Nope. It doesn't fit. It's not part of what Magic's multiverse has ever been. So, hence the whole, they had to make up outer space as a different area in the blind eternities. Over here's actually a bunch of outer space. Space stations, guys. There will be, obviously, space stations. And spaceships and all this crap in Magic the Gathering. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. So then Gandalf went to the International Space Station, right, guy? And he's up there floating, and the One Ring's there in zero gravity, and he's like, I'm going to have some astronaut food. Wow, this totally feels like Lord of the Rings, man. And then morons will come along and be like, it's a game, dummy. Don't you know, like, this is a game? So you can't apply the logic of, yeah, they've done this for 25 years and built up this entire multiverse. It's a game, so anything can happen, stupid. Don't you get that? I am a smart genius man explaining it to you. This is game. Game have magic. Anything can be anything. Your leg can be a hat. Okay, buddy. You are brilliant, and you have convinced me. You know? If it makes you happy, you're right, bro. I've totally been wrong all along. Everything that they've done, yeah, I should totally just ignore the first 25 years of what they did, because that doesn't matter. It doesn't apply to anything. Anything can be anything. I started playing last week, and I know everything, and you don't know nothing. I can't believe you don't know a multiverse can have everything in it. You're so dumb. Yeah, I sure am. People are fucking ridiculous. The arguments that they put forth are fucking laughable. And they're condescending about it, too. You're too stupid to understand this. Well, thanks for explaining it to me, bro. I'll definitely trust your opinion. You totally don't sound like someone who has their fucking mother dress them or anything. What up, Billy? How you doing, buddy? Vassal, you assume Blind Eternities was outer space? Nope. It ain't. It ain't. Gandalf can already drive a car or a tank. Why not a spaceship? There you go. In Magic, you can do that. You can do that. When Kaladesh first came out, and I was railing against the helicopters and cars, because people will say that, oh, you don't like Aether Drift and you don't like Edge of Eternities? I didn't hear you saying anything about Kamigawa. Yeah, I did, dumb fuck. In fact, I've been talking shit about stuff like Kaladesh with its fucking helicopters and cars for like almost a fucking decade now. So just because your dumbass hasn't fucking seen my old stuff doesn't mean I wasn't doing it. You were probably fine with Neon Dynasty. No, I wasn't, dickhead. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty was fucking horseshit. Dumb techno cybercock 2077 garbage. Hated it. Hated it. Oh, you like this futuristic set? No, I didn't, dum-dum. Yeah, you do. Listen, my argument doesn't work if I don't make uninformed assumptions about you. So, yeah, you were totally fine with this, and now you have a problem with this? No, I've had a problem with all those. Well, you can't say that. Listen, I look stupid if you say that. No. Wait, there's a bunch of videos up on the internet actually proving it because you've been here for years, and so it's actually documented? Yeah. No, you were fine with it. I didn't hear anything about this. Really? Because I got a bunch of stuff about it. So, you're talking to me about this. I don't even get why you're leaving these fucking comments like you think it's a win, but I'm not going to sit there and go, let me tell you what for in the comments. Sure, buddy, go fucking tell your friends that you owned me. I told him, you got a problem with Aether Drift, but you were loving Kamigawa and Neon Dynasty. Show me where I was saying that. Listen, I'm not about to back anything I'm saying up with facts, okay? What up, Clayton? Flower, sure, it was the flip cards. That was the beginning of the end of Magic. Absolutely, 100%. I'll just agree with you. Why not? That's it. Once they fucking put those flip cards, Magic's been flipping out. Bo Falcon, that sounds a lot like a flat earther. There's some parallels. These people aren't that smart, and they're very strongly convinced of their opinions. It's hilarious, some of the shit these people fucking say to me. And it's like, bro, you think you fucking owned me here? That's amazing. But you know what? I don't get any fucking points for telling them what for. I waste my fucking time. And then some of them get so fucking butthurt about it that they just keep coming back over all kinds of other shit. And it's just like, go ahead, man. It's easier to let a dummy feel like they have the win. A dum-dum comes up to you and goes, you're dumb, I'm smart. And then they walk off going, it's like, cool. But if you make them feel stupid, then they're, I'll show you. Oh, God, I can't, man. I don't have time for an army of idiots, bro. So cool. You're absolutely fucking right. You're absolutely right. I don't care unless they're actually being genuinely fucking rude. You know what I mean? They want to think they know better than me? Cool. They want to tell me I'm wrong? Cool. You can do all that. Just when people are dicks, I'm like, yeah, you can get fucked. You know what I mean? I don't need this anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and mute you so I never need to see your shit again. You can still come and call me names all fucking day, every day. I just don't need to see it. You know? People acting like wank bags. Hell, I'm fucking Fantasy Geographic. I have an even tighter restriction with that one. If you are fucking annoying, goodbye, man. I'm just having a good time over here with the lore and whatever, and I'm not putting up with any horseshit over there. Someone will come by, I really like the story, but I hate your intro. And I'm like, and mute. Goodbye. Your fucking intro's terrible. Yeah, I never need to hear from you again. Like, what? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and change it for you? Fuck right off, you know? Sorry you didn't like my fucking intro. You totally seem like a person I'd love to hear more from and not a complete fucking dickhead to me or anything. So, do go on. Just do it over there where I'll never fucking hear you, right? Cosmo, are you dumb for paying full price pre-order for all 4 Final Fantasy precons? Are you happy with your purchase? Are you happy with the price that you're paying? Are you excited about getting the stuff? Then enjoy it. It's stupid if, let's say, you can't pay your rent, can't pay for your groceries, you got people depending on you, can't pay their medical bills. Yeah, then I would say it's dumb. But if you're just saying, hey, I pre-ordered a product that I want to own and I can afford it and I'm excited about it, then does that make you stupid? Not in my eyes. Everybody's in different situations. So without knowing all of the factors, it goes like this. Life is fucking short. If it's going to make you happy, go for it. Whatever, right? If you're responsibly taking care of yourself, who cares? Somebody else goes, that's a dumb purchase. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Who cares if somebody else doesn't like it? You're the one who has to fucking live your life. You're going to let other people determine whether you should fucking be happy or not? I don't do that shit. You know what I mean? So you gotta decide for yourself whether you feel like it's smart or dumb. But I mean, I'll be real with you. I don't like Universe Beyond being in Magic, but it's here. So when it comes to properties I like, I want them. The Final Fantasy stuff, I want those Commander decks. I want the cards from that. The big dumb jumbo Cactuar, all of it. I love Final Fantasy. So whatever. People are like, you shouldn't want any Universe Beyond, you shouldn't get any. I'm like, I'm going to. I know you're living in an imaginary construct you've created in your mind where if you can just badger enough people into not getting things that this will somehow fix Magic. And so you feel like this is the only thing that you can do. And anybody who doesn't agree with you is infringing on your ability to fix Magic. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. This is my life and I'm going to do what brings me joy. So people try and frame it as, fuck you for supporting Hasbro. Oh, supporting Hasbro is incidental. That's not the goal. The goal is supporting my own enjoyment, supporting my own life. So, yeah, whatever, right? And are you out there yelling at the people who are buying, seafood, where they literally have people who are forced to work on the ships, like not having any freedom whatsoever? You know, the slaves and stuff working in the food industry and everything. Are you out there yelling at people for buying that stuff? Are you scrutinizing all your purchases real hard? Because if you're getting that worked up at me about getting Magic products, you best believe you better not be buying anything that leads to any real suffering in the world. Do you own like a smartphone where the materials were mined up by fucking children and shit? Yeah, maybe go fuck yourself. How about that? Take a stand on something that fucking matters. How about that? No, listen, man. No, that affects my ability to enjoy and live my life. So, no. But you can't get Magic cards. You can't do it. I'm telling you, God, you're the problem. You makes Magic awful. Just people yelling at each other about it. You love Commander? Fuck you. You're what's ruining Magic. You love this? Fuck you. You hate this? Fuck you. It's so fractious and empty. It's so much empty noise at the end of the day. So you got to make the decision for yourself. But I don't call people fucking stupid if they want to buy a product that they like and they order it in advance. That's what you're asking me. Am I dumb because I bought this thing that I want, pre-ordered it? Go for it, man. There are people who line up outside the Apple store to pay absurd prices for a new iPhone that's like 1 year newer than the phone they already have and has, I don't know, an extra camera that will focus up on your butt cheeks or something. I don't even know how they keep selling this shit to people, but everybody's different, man. Everybody's different. Juggum, you think my content is amazing and shows the right amount of butt cheek. Agreed. Cosmo, you're okay financially just getting flack recently? Bro, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what anybody thinks? When you pull your fucking dick out to slap one off, do you go, I wonder what other people would think about this? Who fucking cares? Are you jerking it for them, bro? Right? Like, you're going to put your happiness in the hands of people who don't give a fuck about you? There are some people who are at a miserable stage in their life and they will just be miserable and it has nothing to do with you. They're just having a hard time in life and so they meet everything with curmudgeonly fucking energy, bro. That's just how it goes. You can't like, If I was to go, oh, people are giving, I wouldn't get to make videos. I wouldn't get to do anything because there's people every day who tell me, you need to quit Magic. You need to stop. And it's like, or dumbass, you could just not watch my videos or live streams, right? You realize that, right? You have like the ability to go click, click and never see this again. You can remove this entirely from your existence. But instead, like a pathetic child, no, Batman has to go. You can't be here talking about this stuff. Oh, I absolutely can. And it's not actually affecting you any more than you allow it to. You've chosen to come in here. You've chosen to engage with this. Oh, you need to quit Magic. You need to quit the internet, bro. It's that simple. You don't like Magic. Well, you don't like a video on the internet, so don't use the internet. No, but like I get to do whatever I want and go wherever I want and everything needs to conform to me. No, here's how it works. Everything in my little domain will conform to me, and everything outside that gets to be whatever it is. That's how it goes. But you're under the crazy illusion that anything you can see is part of your domain, whereas I'm like, what I've created is my domain. That's the difference. I put this shit out there. People can choose to engage with it. I didn't ask you to come here. I didn't force you to come here. And yet here you are saying, I need to leave. Which is just bizarre. I'll choose if I don't want to engage with Magic anymore. It's real simple. If I'm not enjoying the game, I'll quit. You keep saying negative things. Yeah, things aren't going great. The house is on fire and we should put it out. Shut up, you should leave the city. The house is on fire. Look, if you don't like the state of the houses, you shouldn't be around houses. You need to leave the city. That house is burning down. Stop it! Stop it! I want to go and be warm. I'm going to be in there and be warm. Okay, you gotta stop being around houses. The building's burning down, bro. That's all you do is say negative things about this house that's on fire. You just keep talking about how it's dangerous to people and it's gonna burn down and catch other houses on fire. But you just need to not be around houses, you house hater. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep, I'll listen to you, bro. I quit. I'm done. Thanks for letting me know. So yeah, if I listen to the people, there's people who pick apart every single aspect of me. My voice, the way I talk, the way I look, my fucking hair, the way I dress, the way I fucking stand, the way I move when I talk, how much I use my hands, how I tilt my head, my fucking word choice, my inflection, my accent, everything under the sun has been picked apart by thousands of different people at this point. And that's not even an exaggeration. So, have I stopped? Have you seen anything change? No, because fuck them. I didn't ask them for their advice, and I don't give a shit. Every loudmouth dickhead will sound off about what I need to do. I know what I need to do, what I fucking want to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. So don't let other people trying to fucking get at you and tell you whatever. Fuck them, bro. Enjoy your shit even more. Go, oh yeah, the tears of worthless fucking losers. Go ahead, cry right into my fucking dick hole, clown boy. My dick will drink your fucking tears. Right? Terror. It says I'm like a living deflecting SWAT. Bam! The knuckle has been busted. Sense? Nope, I've never been there, buddy. Ness, the worst part are those people, the same jabronis that'll play for a few months and shelve or sell it, and they don't care. They don't look. I'm only here for a little bit of time, and I'm just going to enjoy myself. And you need to shut up and leave. And it's like, no, just don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Go enjoy yourself. Like, look at my videos. Do you see me go, guys, don't buy this product? Guys, you can't buy this product. If you buy this product, you're a problem. Any of that. Do I say that in any of my videos? No. Did I say that at the very beginning when I started out? Yeah, I said that in some videos. I totally blamed other people like they were the problem. Yeah, totally. And I definitely did that in the past. And I recognized that's not how to do things. Everybody's going to make their own fucking decisions. I don't need to dictate to other people any of it. It's like, whatever. If you want to buy something that's going to make you happy, then do it. Then do it. You know? I will point out all these criticisms, and yet I still want Magic cards. Oh, you're going to say all these things that are wrong with Magic, but then when the new stuff comes out, you're going to get some. Yeah, this is the game that I play. No, you have problems. It means you can't buy any. You got to just know. Yeah, no, I can totally get Magic and continue to play it. No, because you said things are bad. Yeah, I did. And? Well, that means you can't play. No, I can. I Is there nothing in your life? Is everything for you just perfect 100% and you don't have any problems with it or whatever? I get really bummed out when people talk about what's wrong with the game. Then don't come to the videos where I'm talking about what's wrong with the game. And let other people, all you do is make negative videos. Well, how about the videos that I made? Now, they're rarer now, but how about the videos I made where I'm actually not being critical of things and we're just talking about what I like? How come you're never commenting on those? It doesn't matter. Do you ever make positive videos? I do, but I'll never get credit for it from you because you only click on the negative ones, reinforcing the algorithm showing you that shit. So you're responsible for what you engage with. That's the reality of it. It's like if you went and like picked up a bunch of rocks, big rocks, and you kept piling them up around your house. And you're like, I hate having all these rocks around my house. And then you keep going out into the forest and just bringing more rocks and piling them up around your house. And then you go out and you're, there's so many rocks out here, I hate it. You're doing this to yourself. How do you not know to just click, click? You never have to see it again. You can banish me instantly. Rue, yeah, you love that. Rue's views, you love. That's right. My dick loves your tears. Where else are you going to hear lines like that? Adam Myers Super Chat says, hell yeah, bro. You always know how to make me laugh. Here's a 10 ski for you and my boy Loot. I'm keeping it all. I ain't sharing none of it with Loot. Thanks for the Super Chat. We're going to spin the wheel for you. Oh, and Fisher. Fisher's coming in. It's a crazy world where doing what you love makes others mad. Live off the hate. Let them waste their efforts. Strive to be true to yourself. You know what? Living off the hate, I get that. I used to have more of that vibe where it was like that 50 Cent song where he starts out and he's like, I need you to hate me. I need you to hate me so I can use you for your energy. But the reality is, I don't even care. Like, people, there's been so many years of people just talking shit about me and all this stuff. It doesn't mean anything. It's not like, it doesn't matter. It does. I used to get worked up about some of it a long time ago. Genuinely. It used to make me mad. And I was like, I'm going to tell them what for. But at the end of the day, it's all so hollow that I know it's just stealing my life away from me. It's stealing my time, which is the most important thing that I have, that I can spend with people who are here to have a good time with me. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't even feed off the hate. There's no, I'm going to show you because they're not even worth that. They're not even worth that. That's what it genuinely feels like. I'm like, you're not worth the time it would take to get mad about it. So cool. You're allowed to say whatever and feel however. If somebody's being a dickhead, then I mute them. And that applies to whether they're being a dickhead to me or other people in the comment section. There are some people who just come in and be massive pricks. And I'm just like, yeah, you're muted. Like, there's no way. It's amazing to me that you think that this is fucking acceptable. Yeah, but I'm angry now. Okay. But the same rules that apply in fucking society apply here. Right? So let's just quiet you down. All right, let's go, Adam. Oh, it clicked right by insult. Mystery booster. Fisher, let's go. Magic. Okay. Mystery booster, then magic. Price, are you crazy or was New Capenna a good time? Oh, you're definitely crazy. New Capenna was garbage. It was garbage. It's just like New Capenna. Here's the thing. New Capenna was just being like backhanded a couple of times, right? And now Wizards comes in and they kick you in the dick 4 times, jam a carrot in your ass and slam your head off the like pavement a few times. So you're just like, is it just me? Or was like getting backhand a few times like a good time? And it's like, it's just you, bro. It's the fucking concussion talking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, so what do we got for random? Oh, ew. Ew. You wanted an insult. Well, here's an insult in card form. Metazoo. All right, so Metazoo apparently is coming back. Richard Garfield and somebody else bought it, something like that. But The game is like, doesn't play the same at all. It doesn't use the same artwork. These cards don't line up with it. So it's basically a new game entirely. Strange choices are being made. All right, we got Catnap. We got a Lightning Bolt. That one actually looks fine. We got Spell Reflection. It kind of looks like a water elemental blasting back a fireball. So that's all right. We got a Clover, a Spellbook. We got Invisibility, just standing in the rain. I'm invisible. We got a Proton Beam. Oh, it's like we're in Duskmourn, guys. We got Babe the Blue Ox. And then we got a Suburban. Wow, this is Duskmourn. And then Lightning Aura. This game wasn't very fun to play either, honestly. Like, I tried it and was just like, it didn't feel like anything special. The whole thing was pretty ill-conceived. Let's not look at everything all messed up here. Weak art. Yep, MetaZoo definitely had weak art. Not very compelling on any level, really. So, I don't know why I switched the camera back, considering it's not just the random pack. It's also Magic. I guess my brain had moved on to other things. Oh! All right, we're moving up the chain this time. It ain't Duskmourn, it's Innistrad Remastered! A Magic world that feels like a Magic world. Although they're getting pretty desperate at the end there with stupid weddings and crap, right? But I guess we're grappling with Magic's past. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in a rush to get that cash. And they've mangled Magic up so bad that it can't be stitched together properly. They poisoned it. They poisoned it. Right? And they're celebrating. They're having a big old party about all the money they're taking from us. Right? And then they're going to ghost us. Because they're scavengers. And there's a dude. All right, we got Groundskeeper, Duskwatch Recruiter, Death Cap Glade. All right, not too shabby. An old bordered ghoul tree. He used to be rare once upon a time. Inspiring Captain Foil. Old Forest. Oh, I like the artwork on this, man. So yeah, it's more traditional Magic style that I can vibe on. There's not a transport truck driving through here. And they're not going, well, actually, did you know that the insects on Innistrad, once they like evolve to their next step, they shed their husks and turn into vehicles? That's what happens. That's what happens in Aether Drift. I'm going to blast myself right in the chest, bro. I'm going to hold 2 balls. I'm going to hold 2 balls while this gigantic phallus blasts my chest. Oh, this is emblematic of Magic. This is how you take it. Let it happen, boys, and laugh while it's happening. By the way, I'm not joking about the insect people from Aether Drift. They when they age up to a certain level, they shed their exoskeleton and turn into vehicles so the other members of the insect speed brood can drive them. Is that not horrendously stupid? Is there anybody who thinks that's actually cool? Otto, there were some people who played MetaZoo. Like, genuinely. I know that. There definitely were some genuine MetaZoo enthusiasts. And I feel bad for them that their game died, because that's no fun, right? But, yeah, it was not a widespread loved kind of game. There was a lot of... what is it? A lot of weird stuff going on with it, where they were trying to do way too much. They wanted to be like the next Pokemon, but they didn't have what it took. What's the difference between technology from Kaladesh and Innistrad? Well, if you look on Kaladesh, they have like helicopters and race cars and stuff that don't even make sense. The Fleet Wheel Cruiser, if you look at it, it drives in grooves. So you literally are on a plane and you're getting into a magical battle and you're like, I summon up this car and the ground flattens out and grooves go in it and it drives at you. I summon up an egg-shaped helicopter. Like, what? What? Versus that guy who has like a fucking magical beam. He's like, I made this magical fucking beam thing. Here we go. You know? It's a magical contraption versus here's stuff from real Earth that we just say is magic. Here's a helicopter. Here's a car that can only drive on smooth surfaces with ruts built into them. It's like, what is this crap? You know? It's so goofy. When it came along, I ranted about it so hard. Like, if you go back to my old videos and you see the intro where things are burning, those are vehicles. There's a vault that opens up. It's full of torn up vehicles. People send me loots now to troll me. Back then, people sent me vehicles. That's how it went. Because I ranted so much against the vehicles. I remember saying, guys, you remember in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf got in a tank and drove around? And then there was a little animated Gandalf in a tank that drove by on the screen. I said that as a joke because it was the most absurd thing I could think of. I'm like, I need a really far out there example to illustrate to people why this doesn't make sense in the frame of Magic the Gathering. Right? So Gandalf driving a tank was what it was. But since I made that, they actually added in a tank in War of the Spark. They're like, we got a tank and a submarine now. Oh, that's awful. And then they're like, now we got Gandalf in the game. So you can literally have Gandalf drive a tank. You can literally do that now. So the most absurd example I could think of, Magic's already incorporated. Right? It's just like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But you can't make that comparison because Magic's a game, dummy. And Magic Multiverse can be anything. Like, whatever, bro. Check it out. It's a magical outlet. And I plug in my magical boombox. Okay? It's cool. It's not electricity, though. It's magic. That was the thing Kaladesh too. It was just all electricity, but no, it's magic. Okay. And it does the exact same thing. Also, now it's like gasoline for Aether Drift. I smell Aether fumes in your hair, Sita. I smell Aether fumes. That's supposed to be like, I smell gasoline on you. You've been out racing. I smell Aether fumes. Oh, did you leave the window open? And it's like, does the entirety of Kaladesh smell like gasoline? Is that what you're saying? The story already said there was slavery there when there wasn't before. And there's like, there's slavery, but we just got rid of it. So you're saying the previous Kaladesh set had slavery? Well, no, we didn't put that in there. Then how the fuck do you have slaves who just got freed? Shut up. Shut up and apply to idiot. Moron. You think that like Kaladesh, when we come back, that anything that happened before applies? And you think the things that we say like it was actually means it was like that? You're stupid. You're dumb. Don't like pay attention and think about things, man. Like, don't do that to our stories. Don't apply logic and thinking. Just read and go, oh, it's so cool. I like Chandra that says the paparazzi. I go fast because my dad got speeding tickets and I was sitting on his lap. That's fucking canon. That's canon Magic lore, bro. Jordan, yep, Kaladesh was, I mean, I railed against that. So that's that shit, it makes me laugh when people are like, oh, you didn't have a problem before, but now you have a problem with this stuff? Bitch, I've always had a problem with it, right? All the way back to the fucking Urza mech shit in like 2001. So if you think I haven't been railing against this shit all along, surprise, motherfucker, I have. This isn't some gotcha moment. It's like, yo, what about the Urza mech stuff? Yeah, I hated that and complained about it 20 years ago. No, you can't. Listen, if you say that, then that means me bringing this up is pointless and just reinforces your point. Yep, that's exactly what happened. You've just reinforced my point. No, this was a gotcha moment. Like, you loved that stuff. Nope, absolutely fucking hated it. Those Battletech mechs, oh my God. Urza's Rage with the Battletech mech, the actual power armor card or whatever. I was like, this is the worst. Why the fuck did they put this in here, right? And that was just a few cards. And I hated it. Boy, that's what are you going to do? It's not the gotcha moment you were going for. It's like, well, shit. What about this? Yep, hated that. Oh, but what about this? Yep, hated that too. Well, fuck, it's almost like you're internally consistent, and every time they do this with technology that doesn't, like, gel with Magic, you hate it. Correct. That's it. That's it. No, but what about this? Yep, hated that. No! I'm fucking winning! You win, bro. You got me. Yeah. I fucking loved the Battletech stuff, and I loved what was on Kaladesh, but now I hate it. You know why? Because clickbait. Because I'm here to bait so hard, bro. I fucking love lying. It's what makes me hard, bro. Lying makes me hard. Lying on your mama. Jordan Holland Super Chat says, witness me. Shit, yeah, bro. Let's fucking spray our teeth with some silver spray paint. Beef, how is summoning a creature changed? Oh, it used to be. The idea was you traveled to a plane of existence. Like, let's say you went to Shiv. You found a Shivan dragon, and you actually fucking basically compelled it to answer your magical summons. So you could like lay your mark upon it, however you want to view it. You created a link with this so that you could actually pull it to you through the blind eternities. And it was actually that dragon. So if it showed up and it died, that dragon's fucking dead now. And you would need to find another one. Like you can't, it's just fucking dead. Unless you have some kind of resurrection magic, dragon stays dead. You have to find a new one. But somewhere along the line, they're like, that's bad. That's bad. Making creatures fight against their will and stuff? Taking them under control? No, and then that's death and badness. So now what planeswalkers do is they just create constructs out of, like, I see a dragon. I have the blueprint now to make a Shivan dragon in my head, and I can generate them out of magic whenever I feel like it. Cool. Yeah, now there's no moral dilemma or anything. And now it's like real cool and awesome. It's like you just diminished the concept here, right? Some of the original stories talked about the impact of planeswalkers grabbing beings and pulling them against their will into battles and then fucking sending them back. Here you go. This is what happens. Or if they lost the battle, just abandoning those minions on whatever plane. The Gullen Greensleeve story where their lives are upended by planeswalkers and they band together with a bunch of creatures that are left after the planeswalker that summoned them fled the battle so that they didn't die. It's actual stakes. But when you kill your opponent's a Johnny's Pride mate, you're just destroying a construct. One of your constructs is destroying their constructs. That's all it is. Okay. All right. I mean, there's still a level of coolness to, I can materialize dragons and fucking attack you with them, right? But it ain't as cool as it was. It doesn't feel the same, you know? Millmaster Super Chat says, I wish it need not have happened in my time, said Hatcher. So do I, said Gandalf, as he drove a tank. And so do all who live to see such times. So do I, said Gandalf, as he drove a tank. Oh my God. It's so funny when people try and argue against... Look, the Lord of the Rings stuff you're talking about isn't a fair comparison. It abso-fucking-lutely is. That's what Magic's flavor has been like. So it's exactly the same as fucking Gandalf hopping into a fucking Apache helicopter and firing rockets at Sauron. That's it. It's just, it fits just... No! This is a game! So anything, and it fits. No, it doesn't. There's no argument you can make that will make it fucking fit. It just doesn't. If you go, I don't care, I'm going to ignore it, that's fine. But you can't win from the perspective of, no, what you're saying just doesn't count. Yeah, it does. That's how it fucking works. So... Tough fucking bananas, buddy. All right, Millmaster, let's go for a spin, buddy. Oh, jugging. We're going jugging. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to look for jugs in the remaining supporter packs that I have for Grand Archive. We're going to do them all because they're small packs. Lasagna, you wanted to say thank you to me for being here through the time when you were getting divorced and I made fun of you for not being able to satisfy your ex-wife. You're welcome. I know you actually mean that seriously, and I know that hanging out here did help. So I'm glad, because that's another thing before we get into this. That's another reason I'll never stop what I'm doing. And I'll never listen to the people who are trying to make me feel like I should stop. You're wrong. You should stop. Dude, you need to go. And it'd be like, listen, man, there are people who have a genuinely hard time in their life right now. And what I'm doing helps them a little bit. You know, it distracts them from whatever's going on. It's not this big life-changing thing. I ain't no doctor. But what I do is helping some people. And I value that a hell of a lot more than your random opinion of I need to stop. So I'm just going to keep fucking around and doing my thing. That's it. That's it. So I'm glad that what I did helped, buddy. Holy shit. Sweet Lady Marmalade. Look at the size of these fucking jugs. They're as big as her goddamn fucking head. That's amazing. That's the goodness right there. Invigorated / indeed. I can feel the invigoration happening right now. We got a trained sharpshooter. She's got some mid-sized jugs, but after Sweet Lady Fat Jugs here, I mean, you can go over there. Dude, get out of here. Nobody wants none of that. Nobody wants none of that. We say no to thee. We're here looking for them titties. All right, what do we got next? We got more Juggalugs. We got a Savage Slash. Getting savage with them jugs. Oh, boo. We got a Flatty. She ain't got no jugs. You go face down like you're a dude. And then we got another dude. Get on up out of here. Masters, I pinched a nerve in my neck. My washer broke. I'm hosting a huge party tomorrow, and I need to hear Daddy's oral pleasures. All right. What do we got? Oh, we got a fat guy with a big chest boob. That's not what we're looking for. Actually, he's got a chest butt. He's got a butt line in the middle. Get out of here. Face down. Then we got, oh, you can stay face up, Juggalugs. Then we got more Juggalugs. Nice. All right, so let's tally it up. We'll get the flatties and dudes on up out of here. All right, so we got us 5 sets of jugs. Let's arrange them in the jug scale. So you're the smallest out of these 5 ladies. Then you. But Sweet Lady Jubble-a-Dubs is right here. Look at those fucking things. They're so big you write home to Mama to tell her about them. Mama, these sweet jugs. I can't even believe it. Thank you for giving birth to me. Just getting to see these things jiggle made my life worthwhile, Mama. All right? It's like fucking Bill Pullman in True Lies. Makes you want to sit up and beg for buttermilk. Well, that was a successful jug hunt. So yeah, man, I enjoy what we do here. I'm having a good time, and it's all opt-in. So I ain't never gonna worry about the people who aren't having a good time. They don't gotta be here. And it amazes me that people even bother to leave comments thinking that, yeah, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing because you left a random comment, bro. Absolutely. That's enough. I very much value your opinion. We've never really interacted, so I can't even gauge how intelligent you are, but I'm absolutely gonna listen to what you have to say. And I guess I'm done. I guess I'm just done. So thanks for clearing that up. I'll go become a carpenter or something. All right? Juggle 'em, yeah. I agree. Grand Archive has some nice artwork, man. It's a sweet game. It's a sweet game. Actually, I got a magazine recently that's got Grand Archive on the cover, and then it's got an article in the middle talking about it. So I know the guy who was behind it. So he told me he'd send me out a copy when it went live. And now I have it. Jordan, yeah, True Lies is a fun one. How's it going, Clark? DB, the Magic Carpenter. There you go. I'm going to work the wood, boy. Terror225 Super Chat says, Big Jugs makes me happy. I always have a good time here. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad that you enjoy yourself, and I appreciate you coming by and hanging out, bro. This is awesome, all of it. I very much enjoy myself doing this. And, like, sometimes I get sad when I think about what's going on with Magic, but I realize that part of that is my brain associates Magic and YouTube now, and it goes, well, if I'm not happy with Magic anymore, what happens to me in YouTube? But the reality is, there's tons of different things to do on here, and I have a ton of different interests, and there are people who are going to come and hang out with me regardless, and I can just go and build something else somewhere else and dabble in the Magic stuff or move on entirely. So all I know is I very much enjoy doing all of this, like more than I ever thought that I would. I'm glad you guys come and hang out with me because I have a fucking dope time hanging out with you. And the people who don't like it are welcome to not like it because that makes them fucking happy and gives them something to do. So everybody wins, right? At the end of the day, everybody wins. Thanks for coming by, my friends. I will get back together with you again soon. You know what? Actually, before I bounce, in case you haven't seen it and you want something on the other end of the scale in terms of Magic the Gathering, I'll grab the link for the lore video that, what's going on here? What, it unsubscribed me from Fantasy Geographic. Are you kidding me right now? It unsubscribed me from my own channel. This is what it does. All right, hold on. All right. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the link for the lore here. So if you want to check out the lore video that I made for the new set, it's right there. That's for Dragonstorm. All right. Because yeah, people want to accuse me of just hating Magic. Nah, son, I love Magic, and I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can. So there's the beginning of the Tarir Dragon story. I intend to get that taken care of before I go away to the States, so should have all the installments out in a timely manner, right? So you can go enjoy that if you want. But either way, thanks for coming and hanging out. It's time for me to get going. Peace.